Okay.
All right. So basically, the formula prediction or formula of future or the future be faded formula works like this. It works on three concepts: simplicity, repetition, and challenge. Now you can show it to the no wait basically.
Look, guys.
So
This is what
basically,
we're talking about.
if you want to have a fate in the future, let's say something to happen, you need these three things, not just passion and all that stuff. And you might be understanding why. What do you need that? Because if you do something that's simple, like then it becomes, straightforward. But if something is not simple, it becomes confusing. So let's say you do something today and tomorrow, but then the next day comes and you do something else. That's not simplicity. That's just different things over and over. You're doing different things, which leads to no results. So, which means your brain is constantly like not in a path. It's going to different paths, but never reaching its destination.
So what are we talking about exactly?
The future, like
the future. Okay.
How the future and being stated.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say I do circle today, for example, and then I do triangle tomorrow, then square the next day. It's not straightforward. It's not simple. It's confusing. You're doing different things and never consistent. Now, even if it's straightforward, even if you understand the concept, let's say, okay, now I want to do circle every day. So that leads to repetition. Now, if you do so, let's say if I draw today, right? And you draw the next day, and then the next day, and the next day. What happens is my brain picks up on this and be like, oh, you're trying to do this. So let's memorize the important aspects and improve upon the mistakes.
Okay, I'm gonna start explaining it myself.
All right. Nice.
So basically, the future is we live in this sort of block universe, right? You think it's like future, present, and past.
Yeah.
All in one.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
We just perceive it like that because our senses
Yeah.
are limited by.
Our senses, we don't see things because we sort of. It has to do a lot with trauma and things of the sort that prevents you from seeing certain aspects of life, like let's say a store or a place. It's hard to see it because your mind, filters that out since you're focused on your daily routines, on your normal route.
Yes, and the brain.
Everything's there. Everything exists at the same moment.
Yeah, but the brain only picks on what's familiar. Doesn't matter if it's trauma or comfort.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as it's familiar, as long as it's seen it before and understands its worth, it will do it again. That's why someone who eats chocolate every day will eat chocolate the next day.
I'm sorry, man. I'm not a good listener. I need to relax my brain. It's
right.
like it's fine. I'm just explaining to the people that why I'm not talking too much.
All right.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah, but just make sure to explain it in your own words.
I have a brain that sort of works in a way that I only see flashes of images, but I don't need to think to talk. So I don't need to think at all.
Okay. Remember, Jen, this is about I was giving them information, not about our lives, because then they're gonna be confused. Wait, is that about the concept or you guys?
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
So be careful how much you say.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now, obviously, repetition is pointless if it's not challenged. Like, look at this. What the difference between these two circles is that one is growing and the other one is getting better at one thing, but it's still stagnant. Like, it's not going anywhere higher but nowhere lower. But it's getting better at memorizing the original concept. So if I practice, let's say, drawing the same thing over and over again, I'll get better, obviously. But I won't improve more than that. It would just be, I'll just be good at that thing specifically. What about painting or clay? Those things will not improve. They will just be the same. Now, what happens is, what you need aside from repetition is challenge. Challenge that involves growth, not challenge that destroys your growth. Like, for example, if you want to improve, like, in listening or, let's say, talking better. For talking, just make sure that what you're saying is straightforward and the person who's talking about it with you understands the concept before you talk about the concept. Okay. Like, if you're gonna talk about, if you're gonna be talking
take a pause within what you say, so you can think of what you want to say before you say it.
Yeah, and then tell them, I want to talk about this, and then talk about it. Don't just talk about it without them being aware about the concept. You know what I'm saying? That's just an example. Or let's say you want to get good at dribbling, and your dribbling doesn't feel good in the game, only in practice. Well, then have someone who can be a defender and challenge your dribbling. You know what I'm saying? And over time, your brain has to force itself outside of what's comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? It doesn't even stop there. If you turn this vertical, guess what happens? Your brain now predicts a line. You didn't understand that, right? Once you get challenged, after so much repetition, your brain predicts the next challenge. And now your brain is just focusing on that specific future to the point where it's already living in there. You know what I'm saying? You make so much money, you challenge your financial skills, and
you need to sort of think and let go.
Exactly.
Think and let go. Learn that in any given moment. My head, yeah.
I know what you mean. And basically, the mind starts filtering anything that does not involve
Everything
them.
comes around. What goes around comes around.
Yeah, like a circle. Yeah,
it's a circle. It's like the little spirals.
The skill as a circle gets thicker every time you repeat a process, and then becomes predictable once it's challenged. So when you turn it horizontal, you see the challenge, but you see the growth because of the challenge. When you turn it vertical, your brain predicts the next thickest circle within. It predicts the next environment that leads to that circle. Okay. Your next financial skills becomes your next financial job. Your next dribbling skills becomes your next challenge within a basketball field. Your next art skill becomes your next art gallery. It becomes your new environment. It becomes your new comfort zone. In other words, comfort zones are circles. It expands. It starts with 0 and it leads to, it numbers up over time. You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't notice on the repetition side, when I drew it, I basically made 2 circles after the first one and then add another one every time. So basically what the brain does, if you listen to music, you don't remember it the first time. You listen to it again, the brain kind of remembers it. Listen to it again. Now the brain knows some of the lyrics. Listen again. You're humming the music everywhere you go, and again, and now you can sing the music without even needing to hear it on the phone. You can hear it in your head. You can sing it out around anybody. Shit, you can probably...
That's your case. For me, it's different. I mean, I shouldn't talk about myself.
I don't know. You can use yourself as an example.
Okay. I can use myself as an example. For me, it's like I can hear da 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 da, like I hear the little pauses between the lyrics. So I remember what's next by jumping from one pause to the other. I remember like let's say ta da 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 da. I hear the pitch or whatever, and I know how to jump from one thing to the other.
That's kind of incredible. You know about the details within the music. I only just hear the music. That's actually pretty incredible. But you guys know what I mean. Like, everybody has their own level of interpreting repetition. I mean, for somebody, it might be more...
Yeah, everything repeats itself. Like, everything's always there. All the opportunities never go away. They're always there, but it's just that we don't know how to let go because we want to reach a certain peak, or maybe a lot of us do. We want to reach a certain peak that we once felt.
Based on familiarity, yeah.
And based on familiarity over time.
Yeah, but to break that, you have to go... you have to like kind of replace it though, because like I don't know the full solution, but I was like when it comes to addictions and things you already know how to do but don't want to stop doing, you just gotta like do not allow yourself to do it slowly. Like if you didn't do it yesterday, then don't do it today, and maybe tomorrow you can do it, and then extend that gap. Over time, your brain might not forget, but it will eventually let go of the past. It'll be like, okay, we're not doing this too often, so let's do something else as a replacement. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that requires a lot of focus and attention. It's not something that you could just snap.
Yeah, obviously, but the thing is that we need to sort of clench, go, let go.
Yeah, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like lose, win, lose, and then the next day it's gonna be lose, win, lose, and then eventually it's gonna be like lose, win, and after that lose one time, win, lose. Yeah, because your brain is trying to learn how to let go.
Yeah, but it gets to a point where I gotta say, happiness can be achieved. It's like the ultimate goal, right? This is what I want to get at. I noticed it. I noticed that happiness can be sustained for way longer, but like when you happiness, I'll edit it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you guys understand.
No, let's not limit ourselves. Let's say whatever.
Yeah, I know, but let's make sure they understand what's going on. Because if we say
Yeah,
too
structure
much,
too much.
if we say too much without them, outside of this information, they're gonna be hella
But
confused.
we want to show our artisticity now.
Yeah.
We want to go crazy now. Like it's a 10-minute mark.
All right, so you can pause it now. And then,
Oh,
yeah.
we can add another part of the video.
Oh, okay, okay. Or you can just make it two separate videos.
Yeah, no, one video. We'll merge it.
All right. Well, that was the first talk. That was just the first talk. The second talk could be, well, whatever.